Welcome to the Point Second Podcast. My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. How you doing, Sammy?
I'm good, but I have to ask because it's the only time it'll ever be appropriate to ask, how are your balls?
Oh, delicious. They're wonderful. All is well. I feel great.
Good.
We're going to get right to that right away, Sammy.
Okay.
A lot of people want to know what's happening with the business.
I think your balls are more popular than our podcast.
Yeah. It really amped up our numbers. People were like, ooh, a groin injury? Where do I listen? Where do I subscribe? I'm like, I've had this show for almost 2 years.
I know.
Like, oh, yeah. Yeah, but you never talked about testicles before.
Yeah,
so
so now I'm interested.
yeah. But if you haven't tuned in before, we talk some sports, some gambling, some pop culture, and now my medical quandaries. So, Sammy, what's on the show?
Fake news, fake fights, real sore.
Real sore. Real sore. All right, Sammy. Well, we record on Monday nights.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like 4 days away, or 4 days out of, or 5 days? Something like that. I had my procedure on Wednesday.
Last Wednesday.
I'm very sore. I'm on the mend. I posted on Facebook. We don't get enough traffic on here, so I posted on Facebook. I had a pretty horrible medical emergency on Wednesday, and I posted about it on our podcast. Wow, were people interested? I'm like, hey, we talk about Diddy, we talk about the election, we talk about news, we talk about sports, gambling, we have this, we have that. I'm really trying hard. If anybody's interested, helping me out, just click it while you're on the toilet. Click it while you're taking a shower. Just give us a click. Help us out.
I'll listen.
Nothing. Can't get a word. Can't get anything. Can't get out of. I'm like, hey, I had a horrible testicle accident. They're like, where do I sign? Where do I watch? How often can I watch? Tell me everything.
Everything. Details. How, when, color.
The color. Woo! Wow. Things are proceeding down there. My testicles look like if Tyson fought Jake Paul 30 years ago, what Jake Paul would have looked like. Would have beat that boy real hard.
Easy, yeah.
We'll talk about that fight later.
Yeah.
Oof, rough. That was another rough incident. But it was on TV. I kept falling asleep, and then I'm like, let me try to watch this. And I watched it. And boy, that was disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm doing better.
Good.
I'm very scared I'm going to tear my stitches all the time. And then I signed up for my 2-week follow-up appointment, and they told me 2 months. I'm like, I'm sorry. They said 2 weeks. They go, we can't get you in for 2 months. I'm like,
whoa.
Thanks, hospitals. You're doing great.
Wow.
So what do I do?
I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Call one of your doctor friends and be like, hey, you mind doing a favor and taking a look at this?
You don't want... There's only certain favors you can ask people. I got some pretty funny texts. And this is like a sincerity. I love like my friends that I've known forever because there's no bullshit. You know, like you don't handle this as much, but when like you have to deal with new people, especially when your kids have friends and then you have to talk to their parents, you can't be your normal self.
Yeah.
I can't do that stuff. So it's like, how are you? We're praying for you. That's all this stuff. But like an old school friend text me this. What a story about your bag. Incredible. Hang in there, my dude. What a story about your bag.
About your bag.
You're not getting that from
Nope.
from like your soccer mom friend. Like, hey, how's your bag doing?
No. Tell me about your clackers.
Tell me about your Bell's Clapper syndrome. So yeah, who knew?
Wow.
I have 3 healthy children, and all that situation was a disaster down there. Who knew? But I'm lucky. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
If that's the one thing, I mean, I went in, it sucked, it was awful. Don't get me wrong. I don't recommend it.
No.
But they could have gone in and said, hey, this little spot doesn't look good. Get your affairs together. Like, I feel fine.
Or we're going to chop one of them off.
We're going to chop one of them off. That would have sucked.
Yeah.
You know, I like my stuff.
Yeah.
A couple people were like, I wouldn't have cared. I'm like, yeah.
You don't want a deflated punching bag hanging down there.
It's already a mess. It's already a mess. It's not improving over the years in its looks. It's not a real Sean Connery. Did he get better looking?
I think he did.
Pierce Brosnan got better looking. Pierce Brosnan was kind of dopey when he was young, and then he got better looking as he was older.
He did, yes.
All the 007s. You're not getting like a fat, dumpy 007. Yeah.
There's definitely glow ups there.
Yeah. So, I've been watching TV. I've been resting, but I'm like on the go. I still got to do stuff. I still feel like I need to be active because I don't want to put back on all the weight I lost in the last year.
You are a very active person. I'm sure this is killing you.
But I used to be just a sack of potatoes. Like, I was happy to watch TV all day. I was happy to sit on a bar stool and watch all the football games.
I was gonna say, even when you were in your drinking days, you were still out all the time.
I was out.
Like you were on the couch every day. You were still always out.
Still doing
You
stuff.
were still active, yeah.
but actively drinking Bud Lights before they went woke and went broke.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. How are you? How was your weekend?
It was actually kind of mellow. It was good.
Okay.
I had to work Saturday, and then I stayed up late for the Tyson fight. That was not the excitement of it, if you can call that excitement.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a few. Roommate, have you heard from her?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
I don't think she's done with me.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
I hope she's not done with the planet. I hope she's okay.
I was going to call her today, unfortunately, and got busy with work, but I'm going to reach out to her to make sure she's safe.
When's the last time you heard from her?
Last weekend. Last Saturday.
Okay.
She got into a hotel because I wanted to make sure she was okay. She got into a hotel, and then I just needed a few days to myself and had from her since.
Do you know what hotel she's in? Do you know where she's at?
No.
Okay.
Somewhere in Oak Brook.
Okay. Well, we hope you're okay, roommate.
Yes.
But we know you don't watch, so
Yeah.
not a whole lot we can do for you. If you want to know about my testicle situation, stay tuned. So I'm on the mend. Hopefully this is no issue. And in 2 months when I go to the doctor for a follow-up, we'll see.
Yeah.
But thanks for everybody for reaching out, looking after me. I've had quite the year. I had the detached retina.
Oh, man.
I had that. I'm getting an MRI on the 26th for my knee. I'm falling apart,
Your
Sam.
40s has not been good.
And I kept the beard because I look pale and pasty and sick, and my hair's jacked up. And when I get out of this, I want to look reborn and refreshed.
You did a good spa day.
I do need a spa day. When these testicle stitches heal, they're supposed to dissolve. When they're fully dissolved, I'm going to be a new fresh guy. New fresh guy.
Your balls are going to look so young.
God, I had to sleep in this smaller jockstrap for 2 days. It was brutal.
They gave you a special jock strap?
They just gave me an extra large, and then they're like, you can't exercise. So I started looking pretty rough in that thing. They're like, here. And I'm like, this is not going well. I can't do anything. So I'm just like a ton of water weight and just bursting at the seams. But I'm off of that. I'm back to boxer briefs now. I am wearing underwear. A lot of people were disturbed by my lack of underwear
I
wearing.
think you should maintain that.
No. Bacteria grows down there.
But for your own ball health, they need that extra support, James. You got to support your guys down there.
I think I might wear like that Borat bikini that he was wearing.
That's still support.
Yeah, the single one. Yeah, maybe that. Put it over the shoulders.
There you go.
That might help. So, all right, Sammy. I bet a lot of games under the effects of anesthesia. Let's see how that went. College football picks. All right, Sammy. Took some college games. Again, under the effects of drugs, anesthesia, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I said, hey, what if we went 3-0? Do I have to go under anesthesia before every picking segment? Let's see how we did, Sammy.
Every time, yeah.
What was the first game, my friend?
Our first game, Texas at Arkansas. We took the over at 57.
Okay. What was the final? Let's just get to the
Texas 20-10.
Yeah.
Pretty low.
0-1. It was 10-0 Texas at halftime. I was like, this is a disaster. It was just a bad game. It was a slow game. It was awful. The home dogs are always nice. Arkansas was getting 13.5 at home. That was the play. Oops. What's next?
Starting off strong. All right, number 22, LSU at Florida. We took the LSU team total over 30.5.
Okay. Florida was getting 4 at home. The total was 54.5. Okay. So there's 2 options there. We took the LSU team total over 30.5. What was the final, Sam?
Florida was 27. LSU was 16.
Oh, 16. That's not it.
That's low as well.
That's not it.
Oh.
Another home dog and a suspicious line.
Yeah.
Should have got that. Coach Brian Kelly of LSU was pissed. He was seen chewing out Chris Hilton Jr., cussing him out and calling him uncoachable on the sideline.
A few F-bombs with it.
There were a lot of F-bombs. Brian Kelly's kind of known for that. He got in trouble when he was at Notre Dame.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, the Catholics there were very upset. They're good with like molestation.
Yeah.
But don't you go cursing.
You got to draw the line somewhere.
Enough with the foul language. Coach Kelly, enough with the foul language. We'll be handling the pedophilia, but you hang on to your tongue, Coach. That's, I don't know what his name is. Father O'Malley?
Father O'Malley? That sounds like a Father
Let's
O'Malley.
call him Father O'Malley. Yeah, I love his tiny man tantrums. He makes $10 million per year and has the highest paid assistant coaching staff in all of college football. And all that got them was 6-4. Yeah, and out of the playoffs. Texas A&M cut them. Bama tore that wound apart, and the Gators just buried them. They buried them. They're done. They're over. Out of the top 25, out of the playoff. Bye LSU. I'm 0-2, but you know what? LSU sucks. All right, what's the last one?
Last one is Oregon at Wisconsin. We took the Oregon team total over 32.5.
Over 32.5. This was 10-6 at halftime, and Oregon had the 6.
Mm-hmm.
What was the final? We needed a really big second half.
Wisconsin 13, Oregon 16. Wow.
0-3.
So at least you don't have to do anesthesia.
I don't have to do anesthesia. If anything, I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
In gambling. Anesthesia and gambling did not turn into the cocktail that I thought it was going to turn into. Whoopsie. Oregon hadn't put up less than 30 points in a game all season until the PTP put their faith in them. So, whoopsie. So 0-3 for week 12. 13, 22-1 for the season of college football. Hey, whoopsie. Oregon's still number 1. I mean, that was a bad one. But who are you going to jump them? I mean, Ohio State beat Northwestern at Wrigley Field. That was a really bummer of a game. Again, Texas 20-10 over a bad Arkansas team. And then Penn State's 4. How is Penn State 4? Indiana's 5. This is going to be a fun playoff. But I don't know who comes out of this. I mean, I don't know if Oregon's got it. Ohio State might. Texas might. Notre Dame is back in the conversation. They're 6. Bama's 7. Georgia's 8. It's crazy. Ole Miss is 9 and Tennessee is 10. And then Miami and Boise State are 11 and 12. So that's the top 12. I don't see a lot of teams. Colorado's probably they're at 16. They're probably going to get into the playoff, right? Because they want them to be in the playoff. They want Coach Prime in the playoff.
That sells.
I mean, BYU is not going to get in. I just think they suck. SMU might, but that's kind of I don't know. It's not a real sexy pick. Texas A&M might get in. Yeah. So we'll see who's going to be knocking on the door. This will be fun. This will be fun. I'm really looking forward to the playoff. That's coming in the end of December, like December 20th, I think is the first game. Fun. How many games of those will you watch, Sam?
You know what? Now that I realize coaches are making $10 million a year, I'm not watching any college. Not giving them any of my time.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah.
Nice bullshit excuse.
No, I just I didn't realize those coaches made that kind of money, and I'm really mad about it.
So that's why you're not watching.
That's what I'm telling myself right now.
Mm-hmm. I love that spite, that schadenfreude for the coaches that are making. What do you care? It's not coming out of your pocket.
It's college, though. I don't care if colleges make that kind of money. It sucks.
Don't begrudge anybody that's making money, okay? You have OnlyFans friends, and they're just showing their pieces to people.
Yeah, and they're still working a second job. It's not like they're making $10 million.
Now, I don't begrudge anybody's money. If they're making money, if they're not drug dealers, who, by the way, you enrich quite often.
Oh,
so
yes, I've definitely made a few pennies for a couple drug dealers. It's true. I'm just helping them put their kids through college.
I can't stand Brian Kelly, but you do not get to judge him, sir. All right, 0-3 on the NFL picks. NFL picks. All right, Sam. Well, 0-3 in college football. Couldn't get worse. Nope. We took 3 games in the NFL. What was the first one, Sam?
First up, Packers at Bears. We took the Packers team total over 22.5.
Okay. First of all, what was I thinking?
Yeah, I'm surprised you took any type of Bears action.
It's a Bears game.
It's a Bears game. Yeah.
Again, I was not in my right mind. Okay. The Bears lost this game. They find very, very creative ways to lose. We'll talk about that. But did we get to 23 points? What was the final score, Sammy?
Bears 19 to Packers 20. Not a good start.
Not a good start. Not a good start. Bears find new ways to lose. They lost a blocked field goal. It was to win the game. Did you watch it?
I did. You know what? Honestly, I thought early on going for that 2-point conversion was kind of a bad idea.
Yeah.
The Bears have not been playing good enough to go that aggressive that early in the game.
No.
And at least we would have gone to overtime.
I know. They're so Bears. Mm-hmm. They're the veriest Bears that ever bared. And if you go to overtime, Packers at 20, if they kick a field goal, we win that bet. Thanks for nothing, Matt Eberflus. Your fault, not mine.
Fired.
0-1. Yeah, Caleb Williams played a little bit better. He was 23 for 31 for 231 yards, but no interceptions. but no TDs.
Mm-hmm.
Did not throw for any TDs. And he rushed 9 times for 70 yards. He ran pretty well.
Mhm.
But, yeah.
You definitely look better.
Look better, but it's like, how many people do you have to fire before, it's like, oh, this wasn't a catastrophic pick. He's the worst. He's got the worst QBR of all the rookie quarterbacks. He looks bad. Looks bad. And Jaden Daniels is regressing a little bit, but he still looks like a very, very solid quarterback for Washington. All right, what was the next one? We're 0-1, Sammy. Got to come back.
Second, Raiders at Dolphins. We took the Dolphins team total over 24.5.
Okay, the Dolphins were up 10-6 at halftime, so you got to get 3 scores, basically. They're not going for 2, typically. This was very, very frustrating. Did we get over 24.5 points, Sammy? What was the final?
Raiders 19, Dolphins 34.
34? That's way more.
Put one on the board.
Put one on the board. But we got this with 3:19 left in the game with a 57-yard touchdown to Jonnu Smith. He was wide open. Tua threw off his back foot. I mean, it was a potential disaster. Because if they get sacked there, I don't know if they kick a field goal. I don't think they get it in. And then they added a late field goal, like 155 they got. So it looked a lot easier than it was. That was a bit of a nightmare. All right, 1-1. Can we get a winning record in NFL? What do we have?
Last Chiefs at Bills. We took the over at 46.
Okay. Supposed to be the best game of the day. I think it was.
Yeah.
When you look at everything else, too. The back and forth, Mahomes and Allen are really, really fun to watch. Mahomes does some things that not a lot of people can do. He just sees the field differently. He waits till the last second. Allen's kind of just such a ridiculous athlete. He can run, he can throw. He's got a cannon for an arm. It was fun to watch. Okay, we need 46. What's the final?
Bills 30, Chiefs 21.
Ah, bingo, baby.
There we go.
Bingo. We started off 0-1. We finished off 2-1. We are good. We're good. But this was not easy. This went over with 2:17 left in the game. Josh Allen took off on a 26-yard touchdown run. He almost looked like he was hesitating, like he didn't want to get in. Maybe he was trying to run the clock. But I don't know. He's not the smartest guy I've ever seen, but he's a hell of a quarterback. Yeah. So that went over, and we went 2-0. A lot of did you see all the Trump touchdown dances?
A lot of them.
A lot of Trump dances. They were doing
Trump dances.
doing this. Everybody was doing it.
Not even just football.
MMA,
golf. There was a female golfer that did it.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
Oh boy,
Charlie. So I can't remember her name, but yeah, it was. He's all over the place.
People are coming out and they're just like, all right, we've had enough. We're sick of being called Nazis. We're going to do the dance to really upset you.
It's such a stupid dance, but it makes everyone so mad.
It's so stupid. It's such a stupid dance, but people love it. People love the Trump dance.
There he is.
There he is. He's coming back. 2-1 for week 11. For NFL, we were 23-23. We were dead even.
All right.
Dead even. For the PTP for the season, we're 35-47-1. We got some catching up to do. We got some time left, though. Sammy's pick. What do we have, Sammy?
All right. We were looking at the Falcons at Broncos. I took the Falcons plus 2.5.
And what do we do? How did they do?
Denver 38 to Falcons 6.
Oh.
I mean, just a travesty of a game.
A horrible game.
I think the Falcons just forgot they had a game.
They did.
Thought it was practice squad.
They did. They ended up pulling Kirk Cousins at the end for Michael Penix. So we'll see how that shapes up. But yeah, they'll probably start Cousins in the next week, but he did not play well. And the Broncos are playing like pretty good football. Bo Nix, their rookie quarterback, who's the Auburn scumbag, is playing pretty well in that offense. So Sean Payton's also an insufferable douchebag, but he's running that team pretty well. So sorry, Sammy. Sammy's picks are 3-7-1. Hey boy.
And the season's coming quick. I got to get some wins.
Coming quick. All right, Sammy. I've been doing nothing but eating and putting on lots of pounds. Look at all this. This is filling back up. I won't even have to worry about that anymore. All right, let's try a little game day food, my friend. It's time for game day food.
Is this game day food?
Sammy.
Yeah.
It's time for everybody's favorite food game. It's this game day food. What do we got today, pal?
We have KFC Original Recipe Chicken Tenders.
Recipe.
You got recipe.
I love that recipe.
So they've always had the crispy tenders, but they just came out with the original recipe tenders, so we're going to give them a shot.
All right. They look pretty good.
Yep.
Do you like KFC? I know you do. Why am I even
KFC.
asking?
Yeah.
Why am I asking? All right.
We got 5 pieces with fries. It was like $8 for this thing.
Yeah?
Not bad at all.
All right. I'm going sauceless first. We have our own sauces, and then we're sharing one.
Yep.
That should be interesting. Cheers. Okay. Yeah, I do like the KFC.
Ooh.
No.
It's been a while since I had a original recipe.
Somebody's showing their hand.
Okay.
I feel like they've had chicken strips for a while,
Yeah. I do believe they have.
but these are new.
Yeah, well, they've had the crispy ones. They've always had original recipe. Oh my god, recipe. Regular fingers and meals and stuff, but not the tenders.
All right. Since you nearly orgasmed, I'm going to say you gave this an 8.7.
8.1.
8.1.
Yeah, it was a little bit of nostalgia. It reminded me a little bit of my grandma's house eating the original recipe when I was a kid.
Oh, just like Grandma used to make. Just like Grandma used to order in.
Oh yeah, just like grandma used to order it.
All right, Sam, what did I give
I
this?
think you loved it too. 8.5.
7.3.
Oh.
But rising.
Okay.
I think it's pretty good. Let's try these sauces.
Yeah, I mean, because for no sauce, it wasn't like dry or anything.
I'm going to try the comeback sauce first.
Yes.
The comeback sauce is
I'm gonna go.
it honey mustardy?
Butt first on this one.
Oh.
It's some kind of peppery sauce.
Okay. So that's kind of like what they have at Raising Cane's.
Yeah. I couldn't point it out, but it's a little bit like
Zaxby's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. I like it a lot, actually.
Not bad.
All right, and then the regular sauce.
This is
we'll
the
go with.
KFC sauce. I don't know exactly what it is either.
That's more like,
Thousand Islandy maybe.
yeah, like honey
A
mustard.
little bit of a mayo aftertaste to it.
Yeah, that sauce is okay. The comeback sauce is on point.
Yeah. Yep.
Comeback sauce is on point.
Do you raise your score with the sauces?
With the sauces, yeah, it's up to like a 7.9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
these are good,
Tasty,
and the
real
price is good. So we got 5,
Yeah, 5 pieces.
and then we got some
You got a
fries.
side. You can get any side you want if you want the fries. And we got a drink. So I got the mango iced tea, which is insanely good.
Yeah,
Under $10.
and a biscuit.
Yeah. Oh, and a biscuit.
You want half a biscuit?
Nah, it's all yours.
Yeah, I like a biscuit. I do like a good biscuit.
This is another one. Yeah, but it was under $10 for this whole meal. Yeah, easily.
Kentucky, Colonel, you're killing it.
Colonel, I think you're back in business.
Yeah, you know what? I'm amping up my score. 7.9.
Okay.
7.9.
Coming up.
This is one of the better ones we've had.
Yeah.
And we have had a lot of dog shit on this show lately. Or do you not remember?
Oh, God. I got nightmares of that. Oh.
I don't even want to ruin it. I don't like it on my desk.
Oh, just seeing that when I walked into the studio, I was like, what the hell is that still doing here?
Pickle gun.
That should have been catapulted out of your door for the raccoons to take back to their lair and drown their children in it.
I want to do it. Bring that pickle cotton candy and have children try it. Because children's reactions to bad things is hilarious. So we might have to do that.
That would be good.
We might have to do that. Look, we made a lot of followers with my health problems.
Then we're gonna torture kids for more
Torturing
followers.
children. We got
Well, especially that because they're gonna hear cotton candy and get so excited,
yeah.
and then take a bite of this crap.
Yeah. So you're a French fry fan.
Yeah.
Have a French fry. I'm not wild about these.
I like them. You know,
They're just not hot.
They're crispy though.
They are.
They're not soggy. They're crispy, which is really good.
You know what? You're right. You sold me. They're better than I originally thought. But we picked this up. It is kind of cold and awful outside, but it's still kind of hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, KFC.
Yeah.
This has been a wonderful experiment.
Oh, good
Thank
job.
God. we
Restore my faith in game day food.
we
segment.
were due for a win.
I
Yeah.
was starting to get into like, oh no, we're doing game day food today. What crap are we gonna eat? No,
Yeah.
this was good.
Well, I suggested. You remember when I suggested Subway, and you're like, "There's nothing good there. Stay away." But they have new subs, I think. But
Yeah, maybe.
it's not going well. All right. Well, this has been a fascinating, successful segment of Is This Game Day Food? All right, buddy. On to the next. Sammy, what else is in the news?
All right, first up, MSNBC's Morning Joe has received significant backlash after the recent meeting with President-elect Donald Trump.
Okay, this is great. They are tearing each other apart. Liberal media is not happy with old Morning Joe. The co-hosts Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski,
That sounds about right.
sure,
Yeah.
set off a firestorm on the left after they announced Monday that they had previously met with President-elect Donald Trump last week. They met him on Friday. She said, Joe and I went to Mar-a-Lago to personally meet with President Trump. It was the first time we've seen him in 7 years. Joe Scarborough added that they didn't see eye to eye on a lot of issues, and we told him so. Scarborough said they went over such topics as abortion, mass deportation, and threats of retribution against political opponents and media outlets. The meeting, according to Joe and Mika, was about an agreement to restart communications. Trump was cheerful during the meeting and appeared interested in finding common ground with Democrats on major issues, the host said. That's reasonable. They're in the media.
No, I'm sorry. There is no good way to spin this. You talk shit about him for 4 years straight, and now you're like, oh, we went and had a meeting to discuss where we can get... Fuck off.
Wow, I like it.
I'm sorry.
Sammy, love it.
Morning Joe needs to retire.
Why? Just because they compared him to Hitler? That's not an insult to every Jew that had to endure the Holocaust. That's not a complete slap in the face to people who have really endured tragedy and authoritarian governments and the horrible atrocities of the Holocaust. Mm-hmm. Now, that's fine. Throw that around. Hey, I'm not agreeing with Mika and Joe.
No.
I'm just saying they have a job to do.
They do have a job, but to try to like get favor now with Trump, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Trump even let him come by.
Yeah.
But I guess more of like they went to Mar-a-Lago. Yeah, maybe a phone call or something that'd be good, but they went out of their way to try to get favor with the president-elect. Get the hell out of here.
Oh boy, people are very upset.
Yeah, they should be.
The staunch Trump critics admission enraged liberals who took to social media to call them grifters and cowards. This is one. Breaking news, I told you so. Former MSNBC host Keith Olbermann wrote, calling the pair Trump collaborators. Not a word, Mr. and Mrs. Vichy Quisling. Mrs. Vichy Quisling say can ever be trusted again. Do you get that reference?
No, I don't.
I guess it's from World War II.
Oh, jeez.
The town of Vichy, France was like controlling France during the World War II, and they were like anti-Semitic and everything. And Quislings, I guess, are traitors. But what a real normal phrase that everybody knows.
Yeah,
What a colloquialism.
It's common knowledge for sure.
Not a word, Mr. and Mrs. Vichy Quisling. Say can ever be trusted again. Not that those words should ever have been trusted. They are confidence tricksters, and grifters, Olbermann said. And then MSNBC host Katie Fang wrote on X in reference to her network colleagues, normalizing Trump is a bad idea, period. Normalizing him, he's the president for the next 4 years.
He is the president. Now, and I get that. Like, you do got to still cover him.
Yeah.
You do. But specifically Morning Joe, like, they were Biden's, like, right-hand guy to always talk trash about Trump.
The entire network,
whole
MSNBC.
Network. But supposedly, like, Biden, like, would call the Morning Joe. Like, they had, like, a communication.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, they were real close.
I barely watch TV anymore.
Yeah.
JoJo from Jers on X, liberal X user, posted, F Joe and Mika, F Morning Joe, and F MSNBC if they keep them on the effing air. She's so upset. Everybody's saying they will never surrender to Trump. We know who he is. We know who you are. This is a Sirius XM progressive host, Dean Obadiah. I don't know what the fuck his name is. I've never listened to him.
Nope.
Yeah. And then they also, there a lot of criticism on Blue Sky. You know what Blue Sky is?
No.
It's the liberal answer to X.
It's a social media platform?
Yes. Yes.
Sounds great.
Jennifer Rubin, anti-Trump Washington Post columnist and NBC analyst, said, disgusting. It's an interview.
Yeah.
Do you want Trump to be controlled by one media outlet, Fox News? Okay, no, you don't. You want him to answer to everybody. You want him to be grilled. You don't want him to be getting softball questions from Fox News. Okay? He needs to be questioned. He needs to be held to task. He's our president. Okay? You're going to have to live with that. But I love the meltdowns.
I love it.
But Blue Sky is a new place because all these people left. Celebrities who've left X so far. Jamie Lee Curtis, shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking. Stephen King, world-class baby. Hell of a writer.
Yeah.
World-class tantrum thrower.
Easy, yeah.
Gabrielle Union wrote some big thing like, we can't in good faith do this. Shut the fuck up. Don Lemon. Oh, God. Who cares about Don Lemon?
He's such an attention whore.
He is such an attention whore.
Oh, my God.
Barbra Streisand, and Bette Midler said adios to X. X is so fun now.
It is
so much better.
Oh, it is so good.
So much better. I love these. They hate Elon Musk. Why? Because he's gonna populate Mars. He's gonna like change the world forever.
Yeah.
He's going to do a lot of good things. Those rockets. Do you see the rockets landing?
Yeah, it's cool. It's like
It's-
science fiction.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And these non-contributing zeros who sang a couple of songs along the way are like, no, I want it the way it was, the way we were. Streisand reference. The way we were. She was in a movie. The way we were.
I want us to just keep living here till we all die. We don't
Right.
need to go to Mars.
Right. Well, I don't want other people to go to Mars. I'm too old to go to Mars. That's not fair. If other people get to go to Mars, I should be able to go to Mars. That's them.
Sounds like them.
That's them. Who's taking it further? These people have actually left the U.S. Ava Longoria says she's going to split her time living between Spain and Mexico. What a life! What a life these people live.
You didn't really leave if you're coming back here half the time.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay.
Yeah, she said America's turning into a dystopian nightmare.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. You're a Mexican American who's very wealthy because of
Very
this.
wealthy.
What this country has provided
I
for
assure
you.
you it is not dystopian nightmare.
Yeah. Enjoy Mexico, by the way.
Yeah.
Enjoy getting your fucking head cut off by a cartel.
Man.
America Ferrera. Her name is America, and she's moving to London. Bummer. London Ferrera. Adios, muchacha. Barbara Streisand's getting out of here. She's leaving X and the country. Adios.
Nice.
Laverne Cox, Orange is the New Black transsexual or whatever. She's leaving. Cher. Adios, Cher.
Yeah.
Mwah. Sharon Stone, who I was trying to hook you up with,
You
she
were
never
trying.
called. If you're
No.
not going to call Sammy, get the fuck out of the country, Sharon.
Yeah, you know
we don't
what?
need you.
One phone call and I would have been on your side, but nothing. Get out of here.
Yeah, you got a bad attitude, and you're not hooking up with Sammy. Get out of here. Next bus. Next bus to Mexico. You'll be crossing your legs on that thing, you trollop. Minnie Driver, no use for her.
No.
She was in one movie that I watched, Good Will Hunting, didn't care for her.
She did okay.
She sounds like a man a little bit. Although I'm going to see you, brothers. That was her. That's a perfect Minnie Driver
That
impression.
sounded like spot on. I thought I was in Good Will Hunting for a second.
Yeah, you're like, Will, oh my God. He's good Will Hunting. Okay. Raven Simone, she's out of here with her wife. And Vivian Wilson, Elon Musk's transgender daughter, said adios to this country.
You know,
Wow.
I'm glad they did it though, and not just said they were going to do it. At least I respect them for following through.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I could not be happier that these people who threw their tantrums now have to be like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, have you ever had too much to drink one night? You're like, I'm never talking to that person again. I hate her, like freaking out with, I hate you. And then you're like, "Ooh."
The next day you wake up.
Yeah.
Oh.
I owe an apology. Yep. All right. Well, adios, everyone. You won't be missed. All right, Sam, what else is in the news?
The Mike Tyson Jake Paul boxing match on Netflix drew over 60 million viewers.
Holy shit.
Big.
60 million viewers.
That's big.
That's crazy numbers.
That's got to be the biggest boxing event in 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah. And then the 50 million watched the first co-main fight between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I wanted to watch it, and it kept going out. Did you watch it?
I watched it. I was at a bar, and it didn't have any problems.
Okay.
So I don't know why the bar I was at, because my dad was at home having issues. I saw the whole thing. That fight was the best fight of the night.
I heard it was a good fight.
Very
yeah,
good.
I would watch that.
Those two beat the shit out of each other.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. I mean, she had a giant cut in her eye and kept going. Oh,
Katie Taylor won an Olympic gold medal, I think, for boxing in 2012. She
Did
was
she?
an Irish gal.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it, and then it just kept freezing. The whole thing was a mess. I had plenty of hiccups and issues with users complaining about buffering throughout the night, sparking concern with Netflix set to host a pair of NFL games on Christmas Day. They're hosting the Chiefs Steelers, which should be a good game, and then the Ravens Texans, which should be a good game.
Oh,
So,
I
if
didn't
they're-
know they had NFL this year.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Netflix. If they blow that on Christmas, it's already hard enough dealing with your family.
And there's a lot of charged energy going into these holidays after the election. So
Oh, yeah.
they're looking for that. Like, okay, we can all get along watching football,
Yeah.
and then it buffers, and that's it. Powder keg blown.
Oh yeah, and you're already like, there's already bad feelings because you know a lot of people are gonna screw up on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna say something, and there's gonna be a fuck you to an uncle. Like, fuck you, uncle. Fucking dickhead. Yep. Some Trump uncle is going to get yelled at this year
it's gonna happen.
by some college girl. I heard the college should have been president. The end. Down Detector, don't know what that is, reported 88,000 streaming problems Friday night. Dave Portnoy said that it was unwatchable. He was everybody on X was having a ball with how frustrating it was. But yeah, Netflix is doing the streaming thing with sports. They're getting WWE Raw in 2025.
That's huge.
Didn't know that was happening.
That's big.
But the talk of social media was the ring gals. Did you see?
I did
you see these girls?
Oh my god!
So this one on the left, the blonde, is Cindy Thomas. She was a model. She's 20 years old, and she's a marketing major.
She's only 20.
She's only 20.
God.
At the University of Alabama. There's old Cindy. Roll Tide, Cindy.
Yeah, those Alabama girls.
So she got a lot of pub after this. She did like a Q&A. She said she was found through social media, said to one fan after being became the ring girl. I did my first fight in Puerto Rico a month ago, and Paul versus Tyson was my second time in the ring.
Wow, luck is on her side. I
Yeah.
mean, a couple other things are on her side, but luck is there too.
It's very, yes. She thanked fans and masturbators on TikTok, where she has 800,000 followers. I mean, some are fans, some are just masturbating to her pictures. Sadly, she's only 20. Give her a break, guys.
Yes.
She said, I woke up to an overwhelming amount of love and support from all of you on her Instagram story with a heart emoji at the end of the message. I can't thank you guys enough or begin to express how grateful I am. I love you all. Thank you for your kind words. She also thanks fans on Instagram, where she has 400,000 followers.
Nice.
She's killing it.
Good for her.
Good for her. And that's somebody you shouldn't begrudge either, because she probably is going to make a lot of money.
I actually don't begrudge her at all.
Yeah, it's funny how you hate the coach who makes $10 million, who has to deal with parents and players.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
But the big jug lady.
No,
Yeah.
She's out there just living her best life. I just have a problem with college coaches making $10 million. Pay the athletes. You can pay them millions. I don't care about that. But the coach, come on.
What are they supposed to do? Volunteer like me?
The coach?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I volunteer to coach. I don't get treated all that well as the coach either. It's a lot of complaints, a lot of kids not showing up, and a lot of parents acting like assholes on the sideline. So, yeah, not great. But, yeah, a lot of action for this young lady. Why don't we have more followers on Instagram? Why can't you get some big old honkers on you? And then, could you do that for the show?
I could, if that'll get us followers.
It might. You know who loves giant breasts?
Who?
Besides everyone? Paul McCartney. It reminded me of Paul McCartney because when he was getting sued for divorce from Heather Mills, the lady with the old model with half a leg.
With one leg, yeah.
With one leg. It came out that he said he didn't like her breastfeeding their baby. He's like, those are my breasts. He's like,
He was jealous of the kid.
he was jealous of the kid getting breast milk. Those belong to me. All that milk in there is from mine. I wrote the songs, I make all the money. That money turns into food. That food turns into breast milk. That's my breast milk. Paul, he has this clean-cut image.
Oh, you don't know. He was
But
a
he's
rocker.
stealing breast milk from his own child.
He's one of the original rock stars.
I like those big old milkers. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Paul.
Look, you gave those to the world, Paul. They're no longer yours.
Yeah, look, at some point, you don't get everything. Just because you're a Beatle, you don't get the breast milk that your baby should have. No, that's my breast milk. No, I'm a Beatle. I got to work on that, Paul.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good?
It's pretty good.
Thank you, Sammy. Pretty good. All right, that's it. We're good. I'm still healing,
Yeah.
but I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm even stronger.
Ooh.
Who knows? Maybe this gives me some
This is like your weird Spider-Man thing. Where
testicular superpower.
You're gonna start saving the world with your testicles.
Maybe. You never know.
You know, hey, you can't be choosy. If you're getting your life saved and it's because it's a big set of balls, you gotta take what you can get.
Yeah. Those balls belong to me too. Paul McCartney, you don't own my testicles, okay?
Oh, come on.
I do. You like my song, so I get your testicles. Do. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram at PointsTakenPod. Follow us on X at PointsTakenPod. There's a lot less liberals on there. And when we have more space, sorry, Cher. Sorry, Bette Midler. I'm sorry we'll miss your vitriol because you can't take a new president. I love it. I love it here. This country's getting better and better.
It is, really is.
Keep watching. Follow us. We'll see you on the Thursday show. Thanks for watching. Bye.